Hello everyone, it's GlitchNOut, and welcome back to another episode on the Quantum SMP. We're actually going to be starting off this episode with a small time-lapse, where we are going to be upgrading the StuffTruck, and that is because we've actually run out of space in the old StuffTruck to basically sell any more items. So we had filled everything up, so we needed some more spots for various items that we're going to stock. And so yeah, we made a much bigger StuffTruck, and I guess you guys want to see it, so let's see this thing get built in a time lapse, and yeah, see you on the other side. The StuffTruck is looking pretty good, and it's pretty cool. It's a nice, huge 18-wheeler, and honestly, it looks pretty awesome. It looks much better than the old StuffTruck, and we have room to sell, I think, 18 different items, if I'm doing my maths right. So yeah, we have a bunch more spaces over there, and we've also begun selling some of the other simple stuff like stone, or I guess we're already selling stone, but cobblestone and dirt. More items are going to be coming soon. I'm actually thinking that we're going to be starting to sell some basically backup year kits, because I have spent quite a lot of time off camera doing some work with villagers, and I guess let's go ahead and head over to the villager trading hall, because yeah, a lot of work has been done. And when I say a lot of work, I mean a lot of work. If we come over here, you will see that we have completely filled up all of the trading stations except for one, and this guy, I don't know what to do with him right now, so I'm just leaving him here. But yeah, we have basically every single every single trade for books that you're going to need. And on top of that, every single book that is actually valuable, so the first trade and sometimes the second or third trade, are all only 1 emerald. So some of these villagers have even been cured up to 3 times. Like this one, he's been cured 3 times, so he has a 4 emerald name tag trade, which is honestly pretty insane. And you may hear some other noises coming from over here, and that is because I've also gone ahead and gotten myself some toolsmiths and some armor smiths, as well as some weaponsmiths. So now we can get diamond tools for 1 emerald apiece, and I guess they've actually gone up to 2 emeralds in some cases, which is fine. But yeah, diamond tools for a certain amount of emeralds. And you might notice I'm eating golden carrots, and that is because of this fine gentleman over here who is selling them for 1 emerald apiece. And I've also set up this little minecart thing over underneath the thing. Yes. So it's not that effective, but I thought, you know, we have some extra carrots here, and I've actually turned off the breeder temporarily, because if we come over here, you will see that we have quite a few villagers, and enough that you may notice how they're actually bouncing off one another when they hit that back one. That's because there are so many villagers right there that they can't fit anymore in that block. So yeah, that's a lot of villagers. But that's not the only thing that happened while we were off camera. Another thing that happened is quite a large event, and that is BaBa Yoda was stolen. And you'll even see there's a sign that says no SEA monarchs. I don't know what that means exactly, but BaBa Yoda is missing, and he has been recovered now. And I'm going to go ahead and play a quick clip, or a quick set of like highlights of me and It's Orange basically sneaking into Erica Bean's base and stealing slash unkidnapping BaBa Yoda, and there may have been some death involved. So yeah, why don't you check that real quick. Why are there so many snow golems in this hole?
Yeah, that's Clara.
I wonder if I'll
Wait,
die of entity
snow
cramming
golem.
in there.
That was recent.
Oh, shift.
Do not approach her. Hide.
Is it
Just exploring with G money.
I think I know what you want. Come follow me.
Oh,
This is why you're here, right?
I thought that I would stay out of the war until someone decided to steal or harm this sheep. I
Do
will
what you want.
declare war on the people who were involved in taking BaBa Yoda. Stand here for a second. Evan, finish the job. You've got that right. We have declared war on everybody that was involved in kidnapping BaBa Yoda. And there's actually some blocks here missing. I don't know why. But yeah, we've also gone ahead and set him up on the treadmill so he can get nice and strong in case he has to outrun anyone ever again. But yeah, war has been declared. So there is going to be some chaos coming in the near future. And since BaBa Yoda seems to be the center of the chaos, I want to make sure that he's protected. Because right now, he is kind of out in the open. His throne, it's looking good, but it is kind of just, it's just there. Anyone can take it. It's right next to my nether portal. And that was my plan. I kind of wanted it to be kind of open originally. But once I realized that people were trying to steal him and in some cases almost murder him, I realized that we needed to basically make a safe place for BaBa Yoda and his throne. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. We are going to be making a underground bunker base throne room for BaBa Yoda. And I've done some work in a test world. And what I've come up with is pretty insane. But unfortunately, I can't actually show you the exact location of where we're going to be building it. Instead, we're going to cut straight to when we're underground. And we're going to be basically starting from there. And if you've ever watched Hermitcraft, you might notice that in the turf war, the mycelium resistance has had a secret base. And we're going to be doing something similar to that. So there's going to be lots of editing, lots of like cuts to basically teleport us into the base instead of just revealing the location. And for the people out there who are going to be like, oh, you can just use a spectator account. We're not going to use spectator accounts to find this thing. Also, here we go. Maybe not using your fancy big brain techniques to basically finagle your way into our base. Perhaps. But yeah, let's get over to the hole. I'm going to set up a beacon, and we're going to be doing a lot of digging because we actually have to build a bigger or dig a bigger hole than the trading hole. And when I say bigger, I mean a lot bigger. So yeah, let's get over there. It seems that Donk wants to give us or buy our old StuffTruck for 40 diamonds. The truck is now yours. Let's move on. After a whole lot of digging, the hole, or the room, is now complete. And if we go ahead and flip the camera, you'll see we have a very big room. 23 by 35 by 21 to be exact. And we did actually find some diamonds here, so I'm actually going to go ahead, mine these up, see how many we can get. And yeah, there's one block of bedrock right below here. So yeah, this room is pretty big. And it's going to be neat to be pretty big because I plan on doing a little bit of a glass fog effect like we did for the skeleton grinder, but on a much larger scale. So yeah, that's why we need so much so much room to build. And is this, oh, this is a 9 vein of diamonds. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, let's see how many we get from that. 46. So I mean, we didn't get that many, but then again, we weren't mining for diamonds, so I would count that as a win. And considering how big this room is, it's not absolutely ginormous. So I think that we came out pretty well on the diamond side, and we're actually getting pretty rich now, doing a little bit over 2 stacks of diamonds after that little transaction with Donk. And I think it was a pretty good purchase for him and a pretty good sell for us. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna split those diamonds with metal or spark so that he can have his fair cut, because of course we are a partner business and it would be wrong of me to basically take all those diamonds when we are a partner business. So yeah, I think the next thing I want to do is go ahead and get rid of all this disgusting diorite and granite and andesite and all the various ores in the walls, so that's all plain stone. So what I think I'm going to do is actually, yeah, let's just do that real quick. And then once we come back, we'll have a very nice looking stone box. The walls have now been completely cleaned up, and it's looking a whole lot better. No more diorite, no more granite, no more andesite, though andesite is not that bad. But yeah, we have a nice clean canvas to work from. So I think it's time to actually start the build, and I've gone ahead and gathered quite a few materials for this project. A lot of glass, and then some of the magenta dyes, pink dyes, and some magenta concrete. And that is because we are going to be making a kind of cave area to honor BaBa Yoda. I mean, he's still alive, but you know, the point is that it's honoring him, right? And the first BaBa Yoda was a pink sheep, so I thought we would bring in the kind of pink vibes and make a very pink, purple, magenta kind of build. And I did some testing in Coords World. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's do the first step, which is going to be filling in the entire floor layer with the magenta concrete. And after that, it'll be time to do a lot of glass placing. The floor has been completely covered in magenta concrete. It's looking pretty good. And I've also set up the outline of a little bit of a strange shape. And you might be wondering what this is. And I guess I have to explain. Basically, we have a big stone island that's going to be here. And so I've kind of marked out the shape. Note this is only the bottom. We are going to be building this up quite a bit. And back here is a little bit of a like bridge, or not really a bridge, but more like a big just chunk of land that's coming out of the ground of the fog. It's gonna look pretty cool, and it's gonna lead to this area because we're gonna have the entrance to the thing right over here. So yeah, I think we got to do first is actually get the general shape done. And so what I'm gonna do is just bring up each of these by 7, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and make sure all of this is 7 blocks tall. Now that we have the basic canvas of the build in, what we're gonna need to do is come in through here and actually give it some depth and shape, because as it stands right now, this is a very flat build, and flat builds are not good in general because, you know, it makes it so that your eye doesn't have that much to look at and it will get drawn away quickly. So what we're going to be doing is basically just coming in through here and just adding in a little bit of stone here and there to basically give it this almost this look that as if it's kind of going down into the stone and or going into the fog, because we're going to be doing a fog layer here, and that's going to make it look a whole lot better. We don't want to overdo it, but at the same time I want to add in a decent amount because it is going to make sure that we don't just have a very, very flat build. So yeah, I'm going to go throughout this whole thing, break out some blocks, bring in some blocks, and when we come back we should have a much better looking build. I have finished adding on the extra bits to the stone, and it's looking pretty good, and we could just leave it like this, but I'm thinking that although it is looking pretty good right now, we can make it even better, and that is going to take some texturing. And I have gotten myself a good amount of cobblestone and andesite from mining out this area, and we are going to put it to good use by texturing this entire build with these blocks, so that it's 3 different blocks instead of just 1. And when we come back, it should be pretty cool. I also wanted to point out that the torches just barely make enough light that there's like these little star shapes on the roof, and I think that's pretty cool. It's not going to stay there for long, but it is pretty darn cool. The texturing is now complete, and I've actually done a little bit more building off camera. And when I say a little bit, I actually mean quite a bit. And if we go ahead and flip around, you will see that we've actually gone ahead and made 4 of these kind of, I don't even know what pillars, like organic pillars of stone coming up from the ground, and it gives the room a lot more shape. I want to maybe carve out the room like coming out in these directions in the future, but for now I think it's time for us to get the glass in, and I'm really happy with how it has turned out so far. Definitely gonna need a lot more work, but the glass is gonna kind of tie it all together. I don't know if I have enough, but I did bring 2 double chests, or not 2 double chests, 2 shulker boxes of the stuff, so I think it's time for us to actually do the glass placing. And what we're gonna be doing is placing let me use the cobblestone. Imagine this is pink and this is magenta. We're going to be doing this, and we're going to be doing 5 layers of fog or glass so that we get this nice fog effect. So that's what it's going to kind of look like. We're going to make sure that there's still 2 blocks below the actual kind of platform where the sheep throne is going to be. So yeah, I guess we just go ahead and get this in. It's going to look pretty cool when it's done. And yeah, let's get that fog floor in. Yes, let's get that fog floor in. And let me tell you, this fog floor, it is it has tied the entire build together. I've also been able to remove all of the light because glass is not a spawnable block, which means that I just have to put a couple slabs in different areas, and then we can basically take away all the torches from the area, and it looks really good. If we come up here, ignore this monstrosity over here, we can see it's really kind of like this mysterious dark area, and that's kind of what I want to go for BaBa Yoda. He's a mysterious entity of great power. He's created this cavern, and he has created the fog, or I guess it could be ooze or whatever you want it to be, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, I've also went ahead and built up the throne here, so we have the throne completely transferred over. We still need to make the upgrade for today, and we're gonna do that in a little bit, but we need to get BaBa Yoda over here. So I've created this thing, and it's rather ugly, I will admit that, but it is going to be able to catch BaBa Yoda, and we can then just bring him over to the throne. So I think what we got to do is actually do this. No, I cannot bring, or I can't show you the entrance to the thing, because then people would come and know where the location is. So I think we're going to do a little cool editing transition where we bring BaBa Yoda over here. And there we go. We're in the BaBa Yoda cave. We have BaBa Yoda with us. Don't mind the torches over there. It's just for the effect. And by the way, magic. No, just some little editing transitions to help us along. Let's go ahead and put BaBa Yoda back where he belongs. Gotta actually break this trapdoor. And let's get you over here, BaBa, because this is going to be your new home for quite a long time, hopefully, unless someone steals you again, in which case I will have to murder them, because, we cannot let our king continually get kidnapped, right? But there we go. He's in place. I need to actually put the white dye there, but that's pretty good, but it's definitely not finished. The project is still quite unfinished, but I thought that this place is way more safe than BaBa Yoda's current home, just on the treadmill trying to get buff. So I thought, why not make sure that he's in a little bit of a safer area. Gotta get rid of these torches. It ruins the effect. And I don't know why I'm breaking them with water. That it just felt right. But yeah, let's move on to the next part of the episode. I don't normally do this, but I thought that we would go ahead and check the StuffTruck profits on camera, because I actually have not checked them in a while and I want to know. I know that we are out of stock for certain things, and yeah, quartz and golden carrots. Definitely need to go stock this up pretty soon. Let's see, do we have any redstone? Okay, a little bit on the redstone. Some bones. A good amount of stone. Ooh, someone wants cobblestone, but nothing else. So let's see. I also need to remember to give Metal Linux his cut of the diamonds, and because most of these items, or like I guess all of them, were ones that I have supplied, I guess we'll take the slightly larger cut and we'll give Metal Linux all these diamonds. So he's getting pretty rich. He doesn't often check his profits, gotta say. But yeah, let's go ahead and put these in our little barrel. Oh, actually, we've made some. And let's go ahead and give those to Metal. And we've actually gotten a little bit rich right now. It's looking pretty good. And I almost forgot, but we do need to add in our little upgrade to the throne. So let's get over there. We're here at the BaBa Yoda throne, and I've gone ahead and raised the throne up by 1 block, because we're actually going to be making the throne a little bit taller for some future upgrades that we're going to be making. I've done a little bit of planning for the future, so not a huge amount, but I do know kind of some of the things that I want to go for. And to start off, we got to make sure that we're covering up this honey block. And I think BaBa can actually go into his little area now, because that's basically the new seat area, and I need to be careful that I'm not hitting him when I get rid of this trap door. There we go. Put that in, and there we go. You should be in there again, BaBa. Looking pretty good. The throne's looking, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger, that's for sure. And we have to also come around to the back, and this is the part that it definitely needs some work. in the near future, but we are going to be working on this for now. I'm just going to go ahead and put some blocks in like this, put 2 stairs, and then we're also going to be doing the stair and the slab. And I might do a little bit of changes off camera just to make sure everything flows together nicely. But yeah, for now, I think that's looking pretty good. Not it's not at its full glory yet, right? So we got to make sure that we're waiting for that. But hey, I think that's pretty good. And for now, this is where I'm going to head out. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been GlitchNOut. Goodbye, everyone.